This is where things get a little weird, and people are reporting on both of these as being 100% confirmed and actually coming from the studio, and that's not the case. Okay, nerds, I don't have a whole lot of time for an intro, don't have a whole lot of battery for an intro, though we don't have a whole lot of headlines for the show. So, that being said, thank you for joining me. This is the week in Nerdom. I am generally nerdy, and we're going to talk about all the things. No sponsor for the episode, we're just going to jump right into it. So one of our biggest sections for the episode, rather, is music. We have no follow-ups, but we do have new pieces from System of a Down. We got 2 brand new songs for System of a Down. Count them, 2. First 2 new songs from System in 15 years. These are for a very specific, very awesome fundraiser they're doing on directly linked to their bandcamp, but there is a way to get to it through their YouTube channel as well. So if you just want to watch them on YouTube, you don't want to go download the songs from Bandcamp, there is still a way to support the very awesome Armenian issue that they are supporting with these 2 songs. Just freaking amazing that we got new music from System of a Down after 15 years. I can't say as I'm not excited, because I really, really am. Actually, just got done doing a reaction video for both of the songs. So that will be up on the channel sometime in the near future. That is what we've got for that piece. Next, we're moving over to more new music announcements. Actually, this one came out last week, and it is Dizzee Rascal. Dizzee Rascal is a hip-hop artist from the UK. Not exactly a genre we talk about a whole lot on the channel, but I love Dizzee Rascal, and again, just got done filming another reaction video to the new Dizzee Rascal, to one of the new songs anyway. So that will be up later on the channel as well. You can go pick out the new record. It is E3AF. E3 is the postal code in which Dizzee grew up. So E3 is fuck. It is, that's the implication, right? So that's what we got there. Next, we have a new Christmas record that is being announced. And actually, it's not really new as so much as repurposed. Andrew Bird is a alternative something, I don't know what you would, adult contemporary rock something. Not bad, good music. And he's putting out a Christmas record. Actually, he put this Christmas record out last year as an EP, recorded 13 new tracks for it, and is now re-releasing it as an LP. The name of it is Hark. It is out now, and that's all we've got for it. So let's kick on over next to TV streaming. In TV streaming, we have one crazy piece. It's not even crazy. It's just one piece, and it's SNL. I don't know if this is technically a follow-up, because from time to time we do talk about Saturday Night Live, but it's a new piece, and it's really exciting in that Dave Chapelle is hosting again. This is the second time Chapelle has ever hosted. It is this weekend's episode, so go watch it. And the musical guest is the Foo Fighters. So doubly reason enough to cover Saturday Night Live. But that's all we've got for TV streaming. So now let's switch over to movies. We do have a couple of follow-ups, so we're going to spend a little bit of time on the Johnny Depp piece. But first, we got to talk about Free Guy, the new Ryan Reynolds movie that's coming out. Is being pushed back. Surprise! It's not coming out when they said it was going to. Actually, it's not coming out anytime at the current moment, because they have pushed it back indefinitely. Very likely it will be out sometime 2021. They just have not given it a new release date yet. So that is where that stands. Now we're talking about Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Number 3, Johnny Depp. We talked previously about how he is not going to be resigning or not going to be fired because of the issue, the lawsuit that he lost against the Daily Mail, not the Daily Caller, the Daily Mail. And apparently that is not the case. I was incorrect. Actually, no. People were just calling it before it was actually officially announced. I thought that because it wasn't the official lawsuit, it wasn't the actual case of the domestic violence, that he still had some leeway with the production company. Well, being as we live in a Twitter-run society these days, that's not really the case. So he did officially step down this morning. He was asked to resign. So basically he was said, hey, you should probably leave or we're going to fire you. And so he was like, I'll bow out and save a little bit of my dignity. That is what's going on there. And then we have our final follow-up piece has to do with Tenet. We have a home release date officially announced. That release date is December 15th. It will be released on home. So DVD, video on demand, streaming, all of those things will be December 15th for Tenet. So all of you that didn't go see it in the movie theater, you can now see it in the comfort of your own couch. And then we have one new piece for movies. And that is The People Under the Stairs. Jordan Peele has just been brought on to produce the movie. I did not see a director attached to this yet. We have screenwriters and so on and so forth. So potentially Jordan Peele also could be directing, but so far he's just producing. That's all we've got for the movie section. And gaming and tech is not much better. We have the first piece is a follow-up. It is the Friday the 13th, The Game. This came out a few years ago. And has been kind of embroiled in legal issues ever since, and it sounds like the legal issues have come down just in time for the company to stop supporting it. So this is going to be one final update for the game. Hopefully should iron out some bugs that are still left in the game, but there's not going to be any new content necessarily. This is just going to be them kind of tying a bow on it and moving on to other productions. So the one piece of new news is DJI. We do have a new a new drone from DJI. Wow, words. We have a new drone from DJI. The DJI Mavic Mini 2 is out. The new Mavic Mini 2 is increased resolution, so it's up to 4K instead of just 1080. You can now do 1080, I believe, in 120 frames a second. It's super crispy and clear. I'm going to see if I can't get some footage to play over the top of this, of the DJI drone, the Mini, the thing, and the stuff. And it's super freaking cheap. The first DJI Mini was $400. This DJI Mini is going to be $450. Though, if you can live with the 1080p, I would imagine the price of the original DJI Mini is going to drop dramatically very, very soon. Because this is out today, just yesterday was the official release of this. So check for a DJI Mini number 1 and you'll probably see a pretty dramatic price drop today. But that's all we've got for gaming and tech. And actually, there's no comic books to talk about today either. I got nothing. There's nothing in comic books. Ongoing things are ongoing. Nothing really dramatic is happening in any of the storylines that we've been following on the show. If you have a storyline you want me to follow for the show, because for whatever reason you can't get the floppies for it or whatever, I can do my best. So drop that down in the comments section. We'll talk about it and we'll discuss if it's something that, honestly, I'll probably do it. Not even gonna lie. So that's what we got there. Let's talk rumors, guys. We have our first refutation. So we started doing confirmations, refutations. I think it's been a little over a month at this point. It is our subsection, much like the follow-ups and corrections is a subsection for all of the other pieces of this news show that we do so fondly. And our first refutation has to do with The Mandalorian. Ray Park has come out and officially said, no, I am not going to be part of The Mandalorian. So we will not be seeing Darth Maul, at least in the near future. So Season 2 and Season 3, we will not be seeing Darth Maul in them for sure, because Ray Park hasn't been approached, and he's the guy that plays Darth Maul on the screen. So that is that. So now we're moving into actual rumors, and we have a couple of things. Speaking of The Mandalorian, we're moving into Star Wars territory. So first up is Mandalorian is going into Season 3. This is where things get a little weird, and people are reporting on both of these as being 100% confirmed and actually coming from the studio, and that's not the case. Boba Fett is getting a proper season. That is the rumor. And also, Mandalorian is going into production on Season 3. We know Mandalorian is getting a Season 3, and we also know that they're in pre-production, but they are not actively into photography for Season 3, unless you believe this rumor, which does come from Deadline, so there is a strong reason to believe it, but Deadline's been wrong recently, so maybe they're not so reliable as everyone once thought. Likelihood that we're getting a season, at least a single season for Boba Fett, I am saying that is like 90% likely. Yes, there is very little reason to not believe that they would do such a thing. Going beyond that, The season 3 for The Mandalorian, again, we already know is happening. Them going into production next week, if you want to believe some of the sources that are also breaking this. Not super likely. I feel like there is a possibility for that, so I'm gonna say about 65% likelihood that is legit. That's all we've got for Star Wars. Next, staying in Disney camp. We're moving over to Loki. This is another one that everyone is saying absolutely is happening, even though it has not been confirmed from Disney. But it sounds like we're getting a season 2 from Loki before we get a season 1, or the green light for season 2. Again, the sources on this are pretty solid, but it has not been confirmed, so we cannot report it as news so much as rumors. So likelihood that season 2 for Loki's happening, the way things are going right now, absolutely. I'm saying again, 80, well, let's say 90% for Loki season 2 as well. I would imagine as much clout as Tom Hiddleston has, nobody's working in Hollywood, so any work is good work. So yes, very little reason to not believe this is happening. Next, we're talking about WandaVision. This one is a little bit of a different kind of thing. This is a quote-unquote leak. This quote-unquote leak comes from Funko. Actually is a Funko leak, so it comes from somebody who is not directly affiliated with Funko, and therefore it is a giant mess of a rumor. So the rumor says that Funko is going to have new characters labeled for the WandaVision series that is going to be both Vision and Quicksilver. Not one character that's both people, but two different characters, right? So two different Funko Pop figures are going to be, one is the Vision, one is Quicksilver. Now, it is being said that it is not the Quicksilver from the Fox Marvel Universe. It is the Quicksilver that died very unceremoniously in the Age of Ultron movie. So, and then that also, then people have gone on to extrapolate from that we are going to be seeing Quicksilver as well as Vision in this series that's going to Disney Plus. Now, there's two ways this could go. Either they're bringing back Quicksilver from the dead, like they are with the Vision. There's a little bit more reason to bring back Vision because he's kind of in the title of the show. Also, he's a robot, so it's a little more feasible as far as the quasi more grounded reality that they've created for the movie universe over the comic book universe. So that the Vision side of things, yeah, sure, Vision's coming back. We know this. As far as Quicksilver, if it goes that he's back for good, if that's the rumor you want to believe, I think the likelihood of that being the case is very slim. I think that we're looking at probably about a 25% possibility that Quicksilver will be back for good. Now, will Quicksilver be back as a hallucination of some sort or as a cameo of some sort in the WandaVision series? That one has a much more high likelihood. I'm saying about 70% likely that we are going to see some sort of Quicksilver in the WandaVision series. I just don't think it's going to be a permanent revival of the character. So, are they going to do it? Very likely. Is it going to be permanent? Likely not. And then our final set of rumors both have to do with Brandon Routh Superman. So the first rumor says that Brandon Routh Superman is going to be part of the Flashpoint movie, which we should have saw that one coming because they've basically said everyone's going to be part of this at this point. And then the second rumor is a little bit more interesting, and that one says that Brandon Routh is going to play Superman on HBO Max for a series that is dedicated to Brandon Routh Superman. So likelihood for the first one, I'm going to say 50-50. At this point, they really probably have approached everyone, and whether or not somebody has signed on is the determining factor. So 50% likelihood that we're going to see Brandon Routh Superman in the Flashpoint movie. Now, Brandon Routh Superman series on HBO Max, that one seems less likely. Unless, again, the pandemic is really going haywire, I feel like we're going to say about 40% there, slightly less likely than likely. So 40% likelihood that we're going to see a series starring Brandon Routh as Superman. That just seems like a cacophonous way to go about it, and it's not really what I expect Warner Brothers is going to do with their title. titles or their properties or whatever. And that is the rumor section, guys. It's also the episode. What did I miss? What should we talk about in the next one? Let me know in the comments down below. If, though, you want to go deeper in the conversation, jump over to the website, generallynerdy.net, or the Patreon, patreon.com/generallynerdy. There are links to all of this down in the video description, in the description down low, and all of the links to the social medias and the stores, so you can go get your nerdy swag. Woo! Words. Thank you very much for joining me, nerds. I'm going to head out now. If you're falling behind on your nerd news and you want to catch up, then you can click or tap one of the two boxes that should be showing up right below my face right about now. Do all of the stuff. Subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Ring it. Do all of the stuff. I appreciate you, nerds, very much. Love you. Before I go, though, always remember that if it's generally nerdy, it's probably here.